Far to the side of the island of Phoenix University lays an ancient Egyptian temple. But what is this doing here? What's inside of it? And most importantly, what's been making Mephiles tick and made him who he is today? Find out all this and more, because this is knowledge only the gods know in today's 2 episodes. Let's learn the truth about Mephiles. 2 weeks later.
Bored out of my mind. Bored out of my mind.
Get a Game Boy.
Enough. Well, what do you expect out of me, Master Mephiles? I'm bored. Why do I even have to accompany you two to the stupid island anyway?
Because I need both you and Viper to assist me on this task. Besides, we won't be gone long, and Silence can keep things in order until we get back. I guess that goes to show
Mission time.
A mute person more than you.
He's leaving the Academy
I'd say that's
Island.
pretty much the only reason why you're coming with us.
Suddenly.
Because Mephiles
But
can't
there is a
leave you
reason.
alone for 2 seconds without you doing anything stupid.
Yeah.
Oh,
Leaving you alone would be like leaving Ridley alone. Bad idea.
With your little reptilian friends. You know, Viper, when it comes to your little boyfriend here, you're quite a bum kisser.
Perhaps, but at least I'm a loyal one. Enough, both of you. Yes, sir.
Fine. But can you at least tell us why we're going to this stupid island to begin with?
Simple. There is something there that we need to get rid of. Something that needs to be exposed of.
A
In
threat.
order to assure our victory.
Get used to seeing this place, because you're going to be there the entire season. Or at least 50% of it. And 50% is not the entire, so I don't know why I said that, but still, yeah. The plot, since we can't take over the island, the plot will now be taking a left turn. I know what's going on, you probably know what's going on, but I ain't giving spoilers on the off chance there's people watching who don't know. That wouldn't be fair to them. Anyway, let's learn the truth about Memphis, Tennessee.
Can't believe how easy it was to follow along unnoticed.
Seriously.
Now then, Mr. Mephiles, let's see what you're up to. So here it is.
I'm honestly surprised we're here already. I thought there was
We came all this way.
something in between, but
That?
nope, we're right here.
Oh, Mephiles, sir. Speak. What are the results?
Hacking
I
in to
wish I could
overhear
say they're
them.
Favorable, but I've sent in what, half a dozen troops, and none of them have made it out yet.
And these are the
I think
advanced
it's
troops,
pretty
I
obvious
imagine.
that so far, our efforts to get what's inside of that temple have been non-effective.
Go figure. Whatever's in that temple is very important to Mephiles and causing great concern.
All this trouble over a dull landmark. Although, it is quite interesting.
Interesting? You call that rock up there interesting?
Yes.
Crying out loud, a single Lego brick has more to say about itself than that.
Perhaps,
I think a
but
single
that
Lego brick would hurt
is
more.
at least from this country. I mean, take a look around yourself. All these structures and ancient material and buildings.
We're basically in
This is
Egypt
Egyptian
/ Rome.
stuff.
Oh yeah,
I don't
Egyptian,
know
there you go.
about you, but I'd say
It's the
a lot of
columns that made me think
architecture is
Rome.
a long way from home. Think about it. It is quite odd that something like this would be placed near Phoenix University.
Yeah, very weird.
I suppose that is a good eye.
Mephiles, permission to go in there and retrieve the card myself? No. I will not waste any more troops on this assignment. I
Going
will
through them
not
like
risk
tissue
losing
paper.
Any of my admins. You two remain here and make sure that nothing else gets inside that building. I will approach this matter on my own.
Well, you heard the man.
Oh. And Viper, if I'm not out in more than an hour, you know what to do.
Blow up the island, just like SA2.
Yes, sir.
Seriously? He just wants us to wait here?
Get comfy.
What's the point of bringing me along?
Just to waste your time.
He clearly doesn't trust you on your own.
That was it.
I doubt that he'd want to leave you to your own
It's
devices.
not that I want you here, it's that I don't want you there.
Cold-blooded baloney like yourself?
Of course he does. I'm his first admin, the original, and the most powerful.
And clearly he's the most lazy. I mean, I haven't
He was
seen
barely
you
in
battle
season
a
2.
single duel since we first met.
That's because I know not to waste my energy on pointless scoundrels like
Yeah, but
you.
if he's not needed, why
Well,
put him in
I'm
a duel?
wondering why I'm
That's the
wasting my
trade-off.
time following someone like him.
Don't talk like
Dare
that.
say that about Master Mephiles. After everything
Not
he's
Master
done-
Mephiles.
After everything he's done for all of us. He gave you this power, and he can easily take it away. It's that simple.
Perhaps. But that depends if the one who gave it is still around to take it away.
What's
What are you
that supposed to
suggesting?
mean?
Think about it, Viper. I mean, no other organization member has made it out of there yet. So if Mephiles doesn't return, perhaps we should consider a world without him.
Oh? And who do you suggest would be a better replacement?
Well, now that you mention it, I
Yourself.
don't really want to brag, but
You know what? Forget I asked. Don't answer that. It's a stupid question.
I'd want to call him the Starscream of the series, but I like Starscream more than him.
Oh, you do have a...
At least his pathetic, manipulative nature can be entertaining in a way.
Now that I think about it, a few things there kind of look like they're from the synchro dimension. But this is the pendulum dimension, so what are they doing here?
It's like we can cross through dimensions or something.
Tells me that there's more to this temple than meets the eye.
So much more than you'd think. So, I'd probably save it for later. Ash to ash, dust to dust. That's all that's up to your men.
Whoever this being is, he must be a remarkably powerful foe.
You have no idea.
Hello, O Great One. Who disturbs my slumber? This is the dual spirit that is destined to give me so much grief in my goals?
Yep.
Perhaps so. And you must be Mephiles, leader of the Organization of the Forgotten, destroyer of the Superior.
You
How'd
know so
that?
much.
Oh, I know everything. And I mean everything.
The problem with Infinity is that there's a lot of it. So play nice.
I'm just messing with you. No, your organization members just wouldn't shut the heck up about you.
I believe that, given the Lancer guy from behind the duels, makes sense that there'd be some organization members who wouldn't shut up about
Handy
it.
gift when you want to
That's called equality.
Claim you. Do you honestly think that I came all this way to claim you? Wrong. I came here for one thing and one thing only. To destroy you. And your brothers. So you don't get in my way. Yeah, I've heard it before from your admins. You know, they're just flat out cut and paste. It's just, I live to obey Mephiles. I owe Mephiles my life for saving me. I will destroy you in the name of Mephiles. Their pasts are all the same. It's so boring. I think you, on the other hand, will be a bit more fun.
At least you better be. You're the guy they won't shut up about.
You're the leader of this so-called
Be ashamed if you were aboard too.
I'd like to see what you're all about. I swear by Ra's hand you are not doing that. Sorry, man. Kind of a requirement. The Christ has spoken.
If you want to duel me, we gotta do this backstory thing. Deal with it.
Ugh.
If you want what you want, I get what I want.
I never imagined that. Wait.
Behold, the evolution dimension.
That place. It's... That's right. Your original home. The evolution dimension. Yeah, pretty snazzy. Although, not really big on the whole perfection streak that it's obsessed with. But hey, this is where your little sad situation all began. Oh, and in case you're wondering, this is my true form. Pretty impressive, don't you think? Come on, admit it. I'm impressive. Probably the most impressive god card you've ever seen.
That's right.
No?
God card.
Alright, fine. Let's just get into your sad backstory. Observe. Ah! Oops. Yeah, that's too far back. Let's just skip ahead a little.
Random Jones Turner evolutionist.
There we
No, wait, there was 500 life points left. Couldn't be him.
Where?
Never mind.
That's the 10th time I've lost with this stupid deck? Honestly, how does anyone expect to win with this dumb thing? Why would they even make it to begin with? Oh, come on, it wasn't so bad. I mean, you were somewhat close this time. Then again, you probably would have won if you didn't draw that stupid card. I'll say, this stupid thing, it's all this piece of garbage's fault. Why would
It's
they
a card, it's not
make it
me.
so worthless. Oh, you know, I've heard of this brand new deck that came out. It's actually very meta-relevant. I mean, not only that, but it's also a very cheap deck, so it's easy to get.
Meta and cheap. No such thing.
Of course. If you just
Unless it's anti-meta, in which case,
get that
whatever.
one, then I'm sure you'll be able to get your grades up. After all, by the sounds of it, it looks like you'll need it. Ugh, oh no. The last time I took a dueling exam, it was not pretty, let me tell you. My teacher said if I did that again,
That's a blue card.
Expelled. Well, let's make sure that doesn't happen. Come on, I'll show you where you can get it. Alright, first things first, though. I'm gonna get rid of this stupid piece of rubbish. No, not this. I swear, when I finally trash this deck, I'm gonna start winning again. No!
And that's where it all began.
Intense. I mean, he expected he hated that deck, but I didn't expect he hated it that much.
I forgot he ripped it, to be honest.
If he didn't rip those cards apart, he just threw them into bloomin' sea. Then again, I guess I somewhat can't blame him. I mean, Jesus Christ, I think Digital Bugs would have been a better deck.
Jeez.
Shut up! Those were my friends! Perhaps. But he didn't seem to care. And if that wasn't enough, of all the cards in that deck, guess whose card he so happened to rip up first? Mine.
After all, Mephiles is a dual spirit.
But unlike the others, your spirit didn't fade, did it? No. It manifested. After it was torn apart, it put itself back together and only grew and grew. All that resentment, that anger, that jealousy, The hatred and the rejection. With every second you hated, your power only grew 100 times more. And 100 times again. That was until one day where that very Pacific duelist came back. Let's take a look at it, shall we? Oh man.
Boy was abandoned like a fire type
Deck
Pokemon
is
in the
so
anime.
much better.
Just thrown aside.
So well with this thing. I wonder if I should try
The anime
to-
loves its abandoned Pokemon thing. Meh.
Nah, they're probably garbage.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Huh? Wait. Was this? Wait, no. I thought I... Oh,
I'm back.
ah!
He erased his own mind.
Who's been ripped apart now?
And this Mephiles was born into a human body for the first time.
Now,
Of
if I were to
many.
take a gamble, I'd say this is the first time you first gained the ability to inspirit humans. But I didn't stop with just myself. As my power began to grow, I started searching for other dual spirits that were rejected, such as I. I gave them the ability to inspirit bodies as well, and my army slowly but surely grew over time in the shadows. Until you became the attention-seeking organization of the Forgotten that you see today.
Correct.
So, the question I'm asking is, how exactly did you learn about these other dimensions, as well as Zark? When that happened? Yes, when that... Sorry, can you just hurry this up? I mean, I haven't got all day. I really want to get back to sleep.
Are you getting bored by my backstory?
Myself needs it in order to keep his brain in gear. Well, after constantly switching bodies to inhabit, I eventually started picking up on the knowledge of those bodies. Ah, so you learned about it through the hosts that you inspirited.
Makes
So it ain't
sense.
just your power that grew, it was your knowledge.
Erased the mind, but there were still memories left, I guess.
Eventually,
Can't do a
I
full
picked up
delete, I
the
guess.
knowledge of the other existing dimensions as well as Zark. Which is when I hatched a plan. A plan to evade the evolution dimension and allow my army to grow ever more. You snuck your nose into one of the evolution dimension's highest laboratories and did this.
But how did you get in there? Dual spirit magic. Then again, we literally saw this happen with the Barian clan in Season 2,
My
so
lord,
wouldn't be surprised
the
if
last
Mephiles
of
were
us
able to
have
do
already
it.
gone through the portal. The rest of us are ready to continue on your command. Excellent. Proceed. Let's get out of this disgusting place. Wait! No! Fear not. I'll return to your dimension. Soon enough. And when I do, well, I'll leave that up to your imagination for now.
Not gonna lie, I forgot Oliver was on ground zero for that.
Secret base, and here you are now. Mephiles, leader of the Organization of the Forgotten, and the one responsible for trying to resurrect a monster nobody ever wants to see again. The Supreme King Dragon Zark.
It only needs all the Zark cards. Remember that plot point?
What's so funny? I'm sorry, it's just so funny that you call Zark a monster. But the way I see it, there was only one monster. In fact, no. There was an entire fleet of monsters. And they were all, every single one of them, worse than Zark. The evolution dimension is a disgusting place. And it is where my hatred for humanity grew. The only thing they care about is efficiency. And it's not just them. That's humanity's whole deal. They only think that you're worth it if you're good enough to be in the position you want to be. But if not, oh well, too bad. To them, efficiency is everything. And if something isn't efficient anymore, or if something is not efficient enough, it is thrown away. It doesn't matter if they are a person, a card, or anything. The only thing that matters to them is something that is worth it. Did
He's
you
right.
spend all that time still being aware of yourself while all of your friends were disposed of? Did you feel every bit of pain being stripped into pieces? Did you feel all of that anger and resentment day and night as you stitched yourself back together, thinking of nothing but hating those who did you wrong?
That would drive anyone insane.
It's clear.
Even the god is
that
speechless.
Some people get all the luck, while you are left with nothing. I will not stand for that. And I will no longer stand for the evolution dimension being in existence. Well, knowing that, how exactly does Zark come into this?
Burn it all
Once
down!
I unlock Zark, and he is under my power, I will allow him to rampage through the evolution dimension until its laws and ideals are nothing but the very ashes that are beneath my feet.
You think you can control
And then
Zark?
Then I will simply allow Zark to rampage somewhere else.
Oh, right.
And
I'll
from
give him
the
my
ashes
permission.
of the evolution dimension, I will build my utopia.
What makes you think Zark won't
A
come
world
back?
where there are no good or bad. A world where everyone shall be treated as equal. A world where nothing has to be perfect or the most efficient. A world
I've seen
where
these plans
nobody
in
has
real
to be
life enough
thrown
times.
away.
They never come to fruition, and you
And
know how it
no one
always
else
ends?
will feel the
Tyrants.
sorrows and pain that I endured, or any of us endured.
We'll all be treated equally.
I'm sorry.
Under my control.
I sympathize with your pain, but you honestly think it's that easy? You think
Right.
it's just, Zark's done here, I'll just let him
I'm just telling
go
you.
off
Dude,
somewhere.
have you ever seen a Godzilla movie? They rebuild Japan like every movie, and then Godzilla just comes back and wrecks it again.
Zark never listens to anyone. And even if you do convince him to leave the evolution dimension and just wander off somewhere else, you honestly don't care about that? Zark will not rest until everything, and I mean everything, is destroyed. He hates humanity just as much as you do. In fact, he hates it 1,000 more times than you do.
Because like you,
And you're
he was
still letting him
created by
wander off somewhere
humanity.
else, not caring about who else.
Hey, you can
or
protect
other
X's
lives
dimension,
he
I don't give a
destroys.
funk.
A small price to pay.
You can't just tell Zark to shoo like your dog or something.
You ever heard of the phrase, 2 wrongs don't make a right? Then I will make it right.
Yes, but 3 rights make a left. You just can't convince some people.
I think I've seen enough.
Just because something bad happened to you in the past doesn't mean you get to be a bad person in the present.
I understand you now, Mephiles. But unfortunately, me and my brothers cannot allow Zark to reign 3. If you know dual spirits like us very well, then you know exactly what purpose we were made for. Of course I do. That's why I'm here. To destroy you, so you don't get the chance to fulfill it. Yeah? Well, not a chance, Blondie. I'm gonna make sure that Zark's resurrection never comes to be. And that all starts right here and now. Wrong. What is going to start right now is my victory. And once I have destroyed all 4 of you, Zark and I will progress with our plans. I will no longer feel the pain of loss and rejection ever again. and neither will anyone else. We will be a better world. And I'm afraid that world will not consist of you.
I got a plan, and you're not in it.
Let's duel!
To be continued. Now we know Mephiles' backstory. He was a trading card, of course, or duel spirit in someone's deck. And then that asshole lost enough duels, he decided to blame his deck for it. And ripped up all the cards. And threw them into the water. But Mephiles built himself back up piece by piece, fueling himself by nothing but hatred and disdain for all of the evolution dimension. Until one day, the guy came back, and he possessed him, wiped out his mind, and took a new host. Then Mate was able to take over an army who would become the Organization of the Forgotten, and overtake the Evolution Tower in order to leave this dimension, only spotted by Oliver, who will come back later, as after all is said, Oliver will return in Avengers Endgame. And now here we are with Mephiles. He plans to create a utopia after burning Evolution Dimension to the ground with an out-of-control monster that cannot be stopped and only got stopped by Deus Ex Machina. But actually, another thing about it, I had a feeling that there's 4 gods, and there were 4 cards that could stop Zark in the original show. I wonder if that was intentional. Anywho, he just needs to control Zark, then tell Zark just like, shoo, go away. It's like you are playing with forces far too high above your comprehension. This is not meant for mortal men. What makes you think a dual spirit is able to do it? Ugh, the ego. Just thinking Zark's like a puppy. Just like, go destroy the fusion dimension thing. I don't care. Just don't come back here again, Zark. Oh, okay, goodbye. Like, do you have like some special card that will be like a collar for Zark or something? Like how in the GX anime there was Franz with his freaking Mount of the Bound Critic Control Raw. There's no way you could just control him. No, it's kind of funny how they do share the backstory fact of Zark was created by humans who had a thirst for blood, and now it's Meph was created by humans who just want better and better to be perfect, chasing a goal that can never be accomplished. But anyway, now we know his backstory, and now we'll see what happens in part 2. Probably a cutaway, but let's find out. 3, 2, 1, go. And now for part 2, and we find out more about Mephiles. Probably, or we just get right into the duel. I don't know. Can't remember. Okay, duel it is then. I honestly expected we'd cut away, have another couple episodes, then come back. Or at least we come back in the next episode and give this to itself.
First and only mistake. Allowing me to go first. With no monsters on my field yet, I can bring out my dummy of the RO. Then I normal summon my Ratter of the RO, and using Dummy's effect, I can make him a level 4 monster.
Okay, get a Secret Summon level 8 or Exceed Summon?
RO Chemical Reboot. This allows me to take my 2 monsters, and with these 3 cards will come 3 cards, because I can now fusion
all at once, of course.
Summon all at once, using only these 2. So
well
first
played.
I'll fusion summon my Snortosaur of the RO.
Of course.
Then I synchro summon my Kid Ninja of the GRO. Then I will Exceed summon my Cauldron Beast of the GRO.
New ones, okay.
Summoning mechanics in one move? Yeah,
It only took 3 cards.
If you think so about them, just wait until you see this. I activate my Cauldron Beast's special ability. By using up 1 overlay unit, I can discard 2 cards from my hand and then draw the same cards I discarded.
2 more cards anyway.
I can also make you do the same, which I will choose to do. Alright, fine. Thanks for the setup.
Right?
Now let's draw. Under normal circumstances, yes. But not while my Kid Ninja is on the field.
Doesn't let us draw,
Thanks to its
except during the
special
draw
ability,
phase.
You can't add cards from your deck to your hand, except during the draw phase.
Bitch!
So you have effectively lost 2 cards from your starting hand.
Nah.
What?
Cheat trick.
Now I will use my Cauldron Beast ability again, using up another overload.
Really? It's not a once per turn?
Discard
Dang.
2 cards from my hand, and then draw 2. Leaving you only 1 card in your hand. Ugh. Great.
But I'll get to draw for
Solo.
turns, so...
But my reign of terror isn't done yet. You see, one of the cards I drew so happened to be my RO Fusion, which lets
Fuse
me
them all
combine
together.
3 of these monsters together. With them, I fusion summon Portal to the G.
The field spell. Dang.
When my portal is summoned, not
It's
only
not a
does it
fusion
go
monster,
to
it's a
my
field spell to me.
zone as a field spell card, but I'm also allowed to add an RO card from my deck to my hand for each of its fusion materials.
Search 3.
2 of them I will now activate. RO
Pendulum
chart
scale.
A and B in the pendulum zones.
What else would it be?
And guess what? When RO chart A is in my pendulum zone, it lets me pendulum summon from my deck, since I have no cards on my field.
Mephiles is not screwing around, but he's facing a god. He has no choice. Can't exactly set monster pass.
I pendulum summon from my deck 3 copies of Hypersaur of the GRO.
Dinosaurs, nice.
As well as from my hand, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. And if you
Ugh.
think my Hypersaurs are vicious now, wait until you see their special abilities. When they're pendulum summoned, their attack points are doubled.
5,000?
And now you got 3 beat sticks. Also, by tributing my Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, I can use them to banish a random card from your hand.
Oh, come on.
Leaving you completely cardless.
Tch.
Oh, and just to be safe, don't bother using any monster effects from your graveyard, because now I'm activating the effect of one of the cards I discarded, Elfie of the RO, by banishing it, along with any other monsters in my graveyard, and by banishing these monsters, I can tune them together in order to
Tantrum
summon
Synchro?
Kid Ninja of the GRO!
It's back.
Him again? How's he gonna help?
Or a second copy.
Because as long as he's on my field, during your turn, you can't use any monster effects from your graveyard.
Tch.
You are completely helpless.
He'll only get 1 card for his
Block
turn.
me out. And now that that bit of insurance is done, I'll set 1 card face down, and I think I'll end my turn.
The god only will get 1 card in its hand for his turn. Face down 3
Alright.
5,000 attack point
Alright.
monsters. No special
bad.
abilities from the
Not
graveyard.
bad at all.
And pendulum
I have to
skills.
admit,
As well as a
I can
face
see
down.
how you got this far. But I'm afraid your whole conquest gig is gonna have to stop here. Is that so? What can you possibly do? You can't use any monster effects from your graveyard. You'll only have 1 card in your hand. What can you possibly do, my friend? You tell me.
Beat you.
Heck, if I'm being perfectly honest, you should probably give this duel up right now. Nobody ever stands a chance against me. Nobody has, and nobody will.
Minus.
Not even someone granted
Even you have to
powers
admit
of
minus
gods.
was a challenge. Well, then again, he even
go
said
ahead.
he was holding back.
Make
So
your move.
I take what I said back.
And make a fool of yourself while you do it. Given the powers of gods, you say.
He's
Well,
looking at the power of a god
beat
and
people that were
spitting.
Given the powers of gods, then let's see how you stack up against a real one. Now to start things off, you said I can't activate monster effects from my graveyard, right? Well,
Yes.
Spells and trap cards are a different story.
Ooh.
I banish my Therum Jinx trap card from my graveyard.
Oh.
By doing so, I can send your Kid Ninja face down. So that's him out of the way.
That lets him have monster effects again.
And with him gone, I can use monster effects from my graveyard again. Then, I will banish my Ferrum Discovery from the graveyard.
Spell?
By doing so, I can special summon another Ferrum monster back from my grave. Welcome back, Ferrum Obelisk! And
Obelisk?
with Ferrum Obelisk on the field, I get to bring 2 more out. How do you think those worthless rocks can save you? Perhaps not on their own, but together, they can create something quite special.
They're divine
I
type.
know all about that. Now, I activate 1 last monster effect from my graveyard, my Ferrum Vulture. Now, not only can I summon him to the field, with the only cost
All
of
the
course
divine
being he's
attributes.
banished when he leaves.
Go figure.
But I can use him to target all 3 of my obelisks, and he gains their combined level. Their combined level is 6, so my vulture becomes a level 6 tuner monster. And since he is a tuner, I think you know what that means. You're going to use them to synchro summon. Exactly. Go ahead. You can summon 1,000,000 synchros for all I care. Not a single one of them will be able to prevent what's happening.
1,000,000,
Whenever
eh?
you
He
like
only
it or
needs
not,
one.
I will use Zark to destroy the evolution dimension, and I will build the peaceful world that me and my fellow dual spirits so effortlessly deserve. And yet you're willing to do so at the cost of so many lives, caring not for who or how many other innocents Zark destroys. I fail to see how their lives are important to mine, because neither of those lives are innocent. Humans are nothing but selfish beings, and I'm just giving them what they deserve. Well, that's not if I
Spend
have
5
anything
minutes
to
on
do
social
about
media.
it.
You'll think that Mephiles is making a couple
As I
points.
tune my vulture and 3 obelisks together. And while that's happening, just note that I've used every card in my graveyard.
But there's
no
still
cards
one in
from
my
my
hand.
I activate the quick play spell,
Element Booster!
Element Booster? That's right. You see, I'm a very special card. A card that can only be brought out by boosting the elemental power in this vicinity. And this special spell card gives me just the power I need to bring myself to the field.
Think of it like a rank up magic, but for
Enough
synchro
teasing.
summons.
Let me show you who I truly am. What is this? So bored.
Everything's become
What?
static.
What? Hey, what's happening to our synchro monsters? I don't know. What? Hey, what's happening to my synchro monsters? It's like they're reacting to something. Come on, it's interfering.
Bright glow, I imagine. Uh-oh.
I synchro summon! Behold, Mephiles, as you see my true form. Behold, for I am Nanax, Guardian of the South! What?
Witness him in all of his divine beauty. Nanix.
So this is your true form. In its greatest colors.
Mmm.
That's right.
And these colors
Allow
burn
me to properly
red.
introduce myself. I am Nanax, Guardian of the South, and one of the 4 Guardian Beasts, destined to destroy Zark. But seriously though, now that you
So
have my
legendary,
true form,
we never saw them in
I
Arc
am
5.
pretty glorious.
Despite them being a pretty good way to
I mean, I'm
get
probably
him
one of
out
the
of
best
the
god cards
problem.
you've ever seen.
Get him out of the
Just
way.
Look at me, I'm splendid.
He's even red and talking about how splendid he is. Could you rub it a little
Destined,
more?
you say. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I am going to change destiny. Or in this case, rewrite it!
Oh?
With my RO Rewrite trap card, I can banish your true form from the field entirely. Ugh!
Big
Sorry,
mistake.
Guardian Beast, but I had a feeling you'd somehow manage to get yourself onto the field, which is why I came prepared. I'm always one step ahead of the competition. On the contrary, you're 2 steps back. What? Go, Rabbit!
You can't keep a
Ripper!
god down.
Ah! What is this? Let me explain. That's my special ability. If I leave the field under any means necessary, then I get to come back. I'm a phoenix, you see. It's kind of my thing.
Regardless of wherever
When
he
I do
goes,
come back,
he
I get to
comes
get rid of
back.
all other cards on the field. So that way I'm the only
Pyro Phoenix, eat your heart out.
And if that wasn't bad enough, you can't use any monster effects this turn that aren't the same type as me. My attribute is divine. That means
As
no
all
monster
his
effects
cards
for you
are.
this turn. How do you like being locked down? No! No! Sorry, Mephiles, but Zark has to remain hidden, or at the very least, destroyed for good. That was what we were
It'd be the other way
designed for,
around.
and
Meh.
we will fulfill it and protect mankind from Zark's
They couldn't destroy
rage.
Zark. That was the reason
If
they
you're
locked him
really
up.
willing to bring such a monster back, then so be it. You shall now perish in his place. Fine. You think you may have defeated me, but this isn't over. Trying to destroy me now won't stop me. I'll just come back, stronger than I ever have been before. And I will get rid of you and your brothers. Because I cannot let anything stand in the way of me, Zark, and the destruction of the evolution dimension. Nay, I will not let anything stop me. What do you say to that? You want to know what I say about it? This. Theros Inferno! Ah!
And Mephiles takes his first L. To a god, no less.
Hey, what's up with you?
Mephiles. Something's wrong.
Ah, so I see.
Maybe the boyfriend comment had more in tune than we thought.
Well,
if he's able to
something's
feel
wrong with
pain when
Mephiles,
his
then
lover
I
goes
think
down.
It's only appropriate that I take charge.
Nice try.
Now, first order of business is to...
Don't even bother, Ravage. You know that's not how things work. I'm his first lieutenant. Therefore, if something goes wrong, I am to take command. And I wouldn't even think twice about making you my first lieutenant.
Ugh, you ruin all the fun!
Thank you. That means I get to be first lieutenant immediately.
Mephiles.
Why? Because I'll let you do whatever you want. Random grunch was in the background. If you didn't like the blonde hair, it's gone now.
Sorry. This body's taken.
What's up with you?
Oh, just an old roommate being kicked out. Mephiles? In the flesh. Or spirit, so to speak.
Oh, Mephiles! Did I just... I was just talking about how great you were. Yes.
Luckily, his deck came with him.
My lord, why did you... My other body was... disposed of.
Disintegrated, burned to a crisp.
Dang. I really liked that one.
It had such
But oh
nice
well,
hair.
I can make a few customizations to this one.
What did you find in there anyway? Well,
Things I don't want to remember.
come on!
Ah, finally! Got it working again. Hold on, Mephiles. If you don't mind me saying, I believe that explanation should be saved for another time.
No!
And why is that? Because we don't want to hand out spoilers to anyone.
Wink, wink,
Especially
audience.
for our little guest. What?
Oh no. Goodbye, everyone!
Oh, crap.
You're right.
I've had my fun. Gotta juice.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Viper, he knows too much. Hop on your dual runner and destroy him.
If you could do the spinny leg things with Sonic, totally would.
So, is this a bad time to remind you of the fact that you literally brought me along for no reason at all?
I'm not done.
You want something to do, Ravage? Alright. I'll give you something to do. You see that?
Yes, it's boring as heck. Why?
Destroy it.
If I can't beat you, I'll bury you!
I don't care. If we can't have and destroy what's inside of it, we'll just dispose of the whole thing together. I don't care how long it takes or how you do it. Destroy that temple!
Permission to use nukes, sir.
Well, as you wish, Master Mephiles.
They definitely don't have nukes.
I could use something fun to do.
Actually, I don't think nuclear weapons are a thing in the Yu-Gi-Oh universe. Eh.
free to go.
He acts like he won. No. Well, I couldn't beat that one. F that noise. So not only do we learn of Mephiles' backstory, he takes his first loss in the series. Well, at least it was to a god, right? If we're going to lose to anyone, a god's a pretty dignified way to go down. At least you can say it was the divine forces that be that it was needed to take me down. Not some random dude with sunglasses, for example. Hey. But take it down so easily, too. Like, Mephiles did an impressive first turn, no doubt. Like any other duelist, he might have had the chance to win there, but against a god like Nanix, no. It was the other way around. He didn't stand the chance. Because he thought he was better than a god. You can't beat a god. But then again, maybe he's aware it's in a work of fiction, where we can totally kick a god's ass. Oh yeah. Just, you idiots. But yeah, Mephiles has been killed, but reborn again. Because he has the ability to do that. Just constantly take new bodies. So, even when we take him down for good, how do we do that? Well, I know his weakness, but I can't say it because that's spoilers. So, I'm going to keep my lips zipped on that one. But, yeah. Unfortunately for Blur, he was found out too soon when all of the Synchro monsters reacted to Nanix's summon. Oops, the game is up and I've been found out. Jig's up. Uh-oh, run! And now, freaking Face Mask for Brains has the job of tearing down this entire structure. Have fun with that for half the season. Maybe I'm using hyperbolic language though, because we did say like it was a common belief that Draco would spent all of season 2 going on an undefeated streak, just mowing people down. And while he did have an impressive streak through season 2, it wasn't as impressive as we remembered it to. That was a memory hole. It's sort of like how we kind of get Unleashed as nothing but draws. That is not the case. We just, as I've proven before, there's been 4 ties in the entire series. So, that ain't the case, Captain. Oy. But, interesting how Viper reacted to Mephiles being defeated. I know he's his right-hand man, but still, to react like that. They must be closer than you think. Oh, they must be closer than one would think. But there's probably a reason for that. But anyway, for now, Mephiles has been taken down, but not out. And now Nanix and the God Card will be our new quest. After we have failed to get the dragons of the heroes in Season 1, and get the pieces and get all the key cards to unlock Zark in Season 2, we will now have a new fetch quest, Find the Gods. You know, in other shows when we have fetch quests, at least we fetch the thing. Well, this will all come back around Season 4. Just interesting how this is all a big fetch quest, but what are you gonna do? That's the easiest way of storytelling, right? Go get the thing. Oi. I mean, that's all of Outer Banks. Go get the thing. I mean, that's not all of the show, but it's a lot of the show. At least in the first 3 seasons. I'm getting off topic. Point is, yeah, that's the backstory of Mephiles and the introduction of the gods like Nanix. Counters to Zark that we really wish we had in the actual Arc 5 show. Oops. Interesting how he brought in the last episode how we can't use any of the Arc 5 heroes because they're on sabbatical because it's a live action show, we can't do that. And then introduced this new plot hole. Whoops. Well, maybe there's an explanation behind it that we forgot sometime. It could happen. But I'm rambling on long enough. So, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see all of you next time. Later.